all I have to say is that 15 years is a long time. It really is. It's a very, very, very long time. 15 years is a very long time. That's how long it's been since the first Incredibles came out. I went to go see The Incredibles. I watched it and I enjoyed every last bit of it. It was worth the wait. And we're going to talk about that in a separate video, but let's get to The Incredibles real quick. For 15 years, we've wondered what was going to happen next. We've wondered, was there going to be a new Incredibles movie? That has been on our minds. We got the same effect when it came to Finding Nemo. It took us over 10, almost 13 years to get Finding Dory to come out. We wondered what's going to happen next. We ended Incredibles, the first movie, with the family getting ready to go against the Underminer. That's where we ended it at. And the fact that Incredibles 2, I'm sorry, there's definitely going to be spoilers in this review. The fact that Incredibles 2 starts off continuing the story of what was going on with the Underminer was just so golden. We literally started back in it like it was the next episode of TV. The Incredibles 2 was a very, very, very good movie. Pixar really did the doggone thing when it came to this movie. First of all, before the movie starts, we get this whole montage with lady that plays the voice of Helen, the lady that Craig T. Nelson plays the voice of Bob, Samuel Jackson that plays the voice of Frozone, and Brad Bird, the director and producer of Incredibles. And they just basically say, we know it's been 15 years, but thank you for waiting, and it's worth the wait. It really, really was worth the wait. I enjoyed every last bit of Incredibles. We go into a period where we know the villain is going to be called a screenslaver. And we're in a position where they defeat where they didn't necessarily capture or defeat the Underminer. They just stopped the city from being damaged and a lot of people being hurt. And they end up getting blamed for it. Agent Dicker, that was working to help protect superheroes for so long, he helped put them up in a hotel for about 2 weeks so they can kind of get away from all the limelight because supers are still illegal. There's a lot that goes to say on why exactly are supers illegal, because from what I can remember, there really hasn't been a full-bred explanation. It was something along the lines of the government. But in Incredibles 2, we get to a position where we meet these brother sister team that work for a company called DevTech. The company used to belong to their father. We get their backstory is that their father died because there were some people that broke into his house and he went to call on some of the supers, Gazer Beam, and I forgot the other one's name, calling on those guys to come help, and they couldn't come. Why? Because supers had been banned and they were killed. The father was shot and killed. And the brother and sister always argued whether or not that dad should have been calling the supers and he should have just went ahead and got in the safe room to keep from being hurt. But there's just so much I can say about this movie. We learn more about the Parr family. We get more in detail with them. We go to, because it wasn't a situation where they grew up. This is 5 years later, 2 years later. This is like right after Incredibles 1, like right after it. So we were still moving forward with their life. They end up starting to work for DevTech. Well, Elastigirl ends up working for DevTech. They move them into this nice big house, and he's using Elastigirl as a position to help bring supers back into the limelight and to help make being a superhero legal again. It was able to work. We found out that his sister, and her name was Evelyn Dever, and you could kind of break that down to evil endeavors. Yeah, they did that. I see you, Pixar. Yeah. But she ended up being the villain of Screenslaver. And her goal was to get rid of supers and make supers illegal. And she did a very, very good job about it. That's one thing about saying Incredibles. Syndrome was a very sinister villain. Like, he goes at that top list when it comes to the villains. Now, this chick right here, she can go up at that top list too, because she basically was able to infiltrate her own company and end up taking over all the supers to plan out her bidding to make supers look bad because of the fact that they did not come to her father's rescue when he was killed. Um, we go and see what's going on with the family. We see Violet, she's having an adolescence, as as Dash says. She's in school and she's starting to like boys, and we go to that. We really didn't get a lot of character development on Dash in this movie. This movie really focused on Violet and good old baby Jack Jack. Jack has powers, and this is something that only we, the moviegoers, knew and Syndrome knew. When Jack kind of spazzed out on Syndrome in the first movie at the end, defeating him. Jack has multiple powers. Jack can phase through walls. Jack can go into different dimensions. Jack can multiply himself. He can catch on fire. He can turn into this little purple monster. He has laser beams that come out of his eyes. He can levitate or fly. Jack has a multitude of different powers trapped inside of him, and he's a baby, so he does not know how to control them all. And that's when Bob calls on Edna Mode to help build a suit and to examine the baby. And Edna and the baby, they now have a whole connection. You guys see the movie, you saw that scene where they walking down the hallway, kind of all above themselves. That was just so hilarious. We see Jack get in a fight with a raccoon. Never would I thought a fight between a baby and a raccoon would be hilarious. But Jack and that raccoon went at it for maybe about 5 to 10 minutes of that movie. So absolutely amazing. They were able to figure out how to control Jack powers and know when Jack powers were going to manifest or come out through the help of Edna Mode, through the suit that she built for him. But they end up stopping the screensaver at the end. Supers are now legal again. And the next question I have is, when is Incredibles 3 coming out? Like, I'm ready for Incredibles 3. I understand why it can take so long for movies like this to be made again, because Incredibles, Pixar movies in general, are movies that you just can't multiply over and over and over again. Even though we get ready to have 4 Toy Stories now. Even that was a break in between time. But Toy Story is one of those where you can come up with another story a little bit more quicker. But I understand, and that's something we're going to talk about in another video about Pixar sequels. But Incredibles 2, it was really, really, really good. It was really worth the wait. And I want to know what you guys think about it, whether you watch this on YouTube or Facebook. Let me know in the comments below. Let's have a conversation about Incredibles 2. And again, we're going to do a separate video about Pixar sequels and why they take so long. But as I always say, I'll see you guys in another video.